everyone, I'm Captain Logan and welcome to another Objectivity. Today we're going to take a look at another figure from the Mattel 6-inch Batman vs. Superman line, Batman v Superman, excuse me, and this is Epic Battle Superman, and this strikes me as I said last time, a very 90s kind of thing, where you got to have crazy battle armor for your action figures. Of course, makes all kinds of sense with this Batman, because he actually, wears this in the movie, but I don't know if Superman is going to have crazy battle armor in the movie. I don't remember seeing anything like that in the trailer, but it certainly looks very Kryptonian inspired. It looks like something not all that far away from what General Zod had and from what Jor-El had in Man of Steel. So I suppose he could be actually wearing this, and it's not, unless somebody remembers something from a trailer that I'm forgetting, it is possible that he wears something like this in the movie and that this isn't just making up crazy things for action figures. I haven't seen any nutso silly colors or anything yet, so with any of these figures. So even though this is striking me as a very 90s kind of line, we haven't gone off the beaten path and off the deep end yet with any of these action figure designs. So here he is in the box. I didn't talk about this in the last video, but I think this box is very handsome. I think it's striking enough. It certainly caught my attention in the store. I like the kind of bronzish color around the packaging, and like I said, I think that's kind of eye-catching, and it's a nice neutral color, so that we're not selling this with black or with red or blue, kind of favoring one of the heroes over the other. We go with a straight-up neutral color that kind of evokes the kind of godhood thing, and it frankly reminds me more of Wonder Woman from this universe than it does anything else. Here's the back of the box. We've got Wonder Woman and Aquaman on the back of this box, so I guess it's all from the same line, and we're just not picturing everything at the same time, and so, yeah, none of these boxes have Dawn of Justice underneath it. It's just Batman v Superman, and I still say that they could have gotten away with just calling the movie that, but no big deal. That's the way people are going to remember it, and even though it has this kind of direct-to-DVD sounding subheading, it makes enough sense, and it's been growing on me as time has gone on. So we're going to go ahead and open this thing up and take a look at Superman and see what we think of him. I'm already not in love with this face yet, but we'll see what we think of it when we pull it out of the package. So I'll see you in just a second. All right, here he is. Here's our Epic Battle Superman. He's ready for an epic battle. Look how epic he looks. He's so epic. This is a figure that I'm liking a lot more out of the box than I was in the box. I wasn't sure what to make of this until I popped it out, and that just goes to show you that sometimes you got to open boxes before you can fully appreciate this stuff. There was a time where I kept all my figures in boxes, and I started and felt a little bit guilty about it when I started pulling them out of the boxes, but after I started flipping some of them over and seeing what they looked like all the way around three-dimensionally, and I noticed some detail that I hadn't picked up on just looking through the clear plastic, I started to realize that this stuff is way cooler out of the box. If you want to be more of a collector, of course, it is more expensive these days to do this than it was when I was a kid for the most part, but, I can certainly see buying two and opening one and keeping the other one in the box, and, you might be the kind of person that still likes to keep everything in the box, and that's totally cool, but these days, for my money, man, I gotta open them up. I gotta see what they look like, and the coloration on this one is really, really good. He's got the blue and the red look a little bit muted, although more so off camera than on camera. I'm looking at him on the camera here, and it looks a little bit lighter than he does looking at him in person, so that's always kind of a weird thing, trying to show him to you on camera, because he doesn't look exactly the same through the lens, but it's kind of a neat balance that they've struck, and even just looking at the trailers for the movie, we can tell that the color correction is kind of different with Batman vs. Superman and with Batman v Superman, and we've made it, less dark and less dire looking, even though, it's still, darker and bleaker than bleaker looking than, like a lot of 90s superhero films and things like that, and it's still got, it's still influenced, of course, by the Nolan Batman movies, but starting to look a lot more comic book and stylistic, and I'm excited about that. And that is definitely something that is reflected here in this figure. So anyway, the face, it's weird. I like it better out of the box. It still, I don't think, looks as much like Henry Cavill as the Batman face looks like Ben Affleck, but then that was just a jawline, so that's, a lot easier. In fact, I don't even think I can look at that and be like, look, that's Ben Affleck. It's Batman. But you've got a little bit more work to do when you have somebody's entire face, and it's kind of just more generic Superman. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't scream Henry Cavill. Once again, though, not meant to be and I think this is all about what's intended versus what you're maybe hoping for with a figure. We are, with other lines outside of these Mattel figures, getting more detailed and more complex Batman v Superman figures, and so I can't really begrudge this figure for not looking just like Henry Cavill, because it's more about being a fun, large, playable figure than it is about anything else. And like I keep saying, I just really missed the scale, so it's exciting to have this again. Let's look at articulation. It's going to be the same as the Batman, I'm sure. His head, it looks like would swivel all the way around if not for this collar, and it would be cool if it came with, although this might not be in the movie, if the suit is in the movie, it would be cool if it came with a helmet, with like a clear helmet like the Zod suit in Man of Steel did, because it looks very much like that suit, but more of a House of L thing. And anyway, so his arms move, at the elbows, we got knee movement here. Nothing too stiff on this figure. That's good. A little bit stiffer in the legs than in the arms, but that was true of the other figure too. Once again, the waist is not moving, which is not a big deal to me. I sometimes can appreciate that over having a big giant crease in the midsection. So it's not about. It doesn't have to be as much about posability if it's more about playing with it than leaving it on a shelf, I think. And then once again, lots of detail going on in the back there with the kind of spine work here, and this, I don't know, it looks nice to me. And like I said, I'm really digging on this paint job quite a bit more than that Batman figure. I think the hammer is weird. I don't know why Superman needs a hammer. I guess he's become more worthy since Man of Steel, but he's not Thor. I don't know why he's got this hammer. That doesn't strike me as really a major Kryptonian thing, unless it was something that was like in Krypton's history, Krypton history's past. Maybe they have a tradition of fighting with hammers. I don't know. But anyway, so here is Battleclad Superman. What's he called? Battle something. Epic. Oh, that's right. Because he's so epic. Epic Battle Superman. Here, let's have an epic battle. Here, we'll have ourselves an epic battle here. So Superman's going to swing with it. We'll do it RPG style. So Superman swings with his hammer, and nothing happens. Batman takes no damage. Batman shoots him with a kryptonite gun. Bang, 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 bang. Superman falls down. Oh man, that wasn't a very epic battle at all. Anyway, so he lost his gun. Oh, and Batman's dead. Anyway, so I'm surprised I'm saying this. I might actually like this figure slightly more than this figure. It's all about the colors. It's rad. But obviously the accessory is hokey, or at least it seems hokey right now. We'll see if that hammer's in that movie. I'm going to be real surprised if it is. But anyway, well, everybody, thanks as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed Objectivity, and whenever I buy some more action figures, I'll come back to you with another one. Oh, I meant to say something about this cape. Sorry, this is so unprofessional. I'm going to say more things about this now after I just said an ending thing. Real quick, so this figure has that same kind of plastic cape as the Batman figure does. Once again, it has a tendency to crease up, and those creases kind of stay in it, although they seem to kind of they seem to kind of flatten out a little bit after a while. I said that the Batman figure had creased up some inside of his packaging, but I noticed when I pulled Superman out that his looked totally flat, and then when I pulled him out, it immediately started to crease up, and that's unfortunate. It looked perfect until I got him out of the box. So I keep saying that these seem like they would be a little bit more fun to play with, and that might sound weird to some of you because they don't have as much articulation, but I always found when I was a kid that figures with more basic articulation were more fun to play with because, again, they don't collapse when you're trying to play with them. But then the problem with that argument is you're playing with these real hard and having them fight each other, and these capes could get real ripped up and look kind of awful. So I don't know. That's the big problem with the plastic capes. But I don't know. Otherwise, I still think these are definitely worth the money. I think that they are that these are totally cool for the $10 I paid for them. And anyway, thanks as always for watching. Sure appreciate it. I'm Captain Logan, and I'm Batman, and I'm Superman. See you later. Bye, folks.